Our top focus remains on vaccines. West Asia is witnessing a vaccination drive, and while Israel's vaccination success is now allowing it to reopen, Palestine's vaccine plan continues to witness funding gaps. The inequality in distribution and the lack of vaccines in several West Asian nations pose one big question. Are vaccines the new currency of choice in West Asia? It is 2021, and vaccines are the name of the game. Some countries have a surplus of vaccines. Others are struggling to gain access to it. While the pandemic fails to discriminate, there are inequities between countries getting vaccines, and the situation is no different in West Asia. Israel has emerged as a global leader in vaccination, rolling out the world's fastest vaccination campaign, in a stark contrast to the long wait seen in the West. Vaccines are readily available to anyone who wants one in Israel. The country has inoculated over half of its population. The number of cases and infections are dropping. The economy has reopened again, and access depends on a coveted green pass. The plan is to open up the country completely by April, and Israel is powering to reach that goal.
השלב הרביעי בסוף מרץ, הכוונה שלנו לגמור לחסן את כל האוכלוסייה הבוגרת מעל גיל 16. ובאפריל הכוונה שלנו להגיע לפתיחה מלאה. זה כמובן תלוי ברמת התחלואה, אבל אם כולנו נעשה מה שצריך, אנחנו עוברים את זה.
But having vaccines means yielding a certain power in West Asia. So while Israel is leading the vaccination race, neighboring Palestine is grappling with a lack of vaccines. Their vaccination plan faces a $30 million funding shortfall. This comes even after factoring in support from a global vaccine scheme. While the Palestinians began vaccinations this month, mostly with small donations from Israel, Russia, and the United Arab Emirates. The 32,000 doses have now fallen short, especially for the 5.2 million Palestinians in West Bank and Gaza. Rights groups have accused Israel of ignoring its duties. They say that Palestinians should be included in the inoculation program. But Israel has maintained that it is not their responsibility. Under the Oslo Peace Accords, the Palestinian Health Ministry is responsible for vaccinating people. Authorities plan to cover 20% of Palestinians through the COVAX vaccine sharing program. Officials hope to procure additional vaccines to achieve 60% coverage, while it expects to receive an initial COVAX shipment within weeks. The program is at risk of failing, mainly due to a lack of funds. Gaza, on the other hand, received 20,000 doses of Russia's Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccine, a move secured by Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas's rival. The step taken by Mohammed Dahlan is crucial here, especially ahead of the planned elections later this year. For many, it is an open challenge to the Palestinian president.
We're getting 20,000 doses of Russian Sputnik vaccine, and it was newly produced specifically for the Gaza Strip, funded by the UAE, and with efforts of Mohammed Dahlan, we will hand it over to the Ministry of Health.
Unequal access to vaccines points towards a larger global trend. while vaccines are emerging as a diplomatic tool. Those who have it are calling all the stakes, changing the political landscape in the turbulent region. So the big question is, are vaccines the new currency of choice in West Asia? West Asia Bureau, WION, World is One.